In this video, we will talk a little about the life evolution. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Life Evolution. Episode 7. Title: Carboniferous Period. Carboniferous Period Timespan. The Carboniferous Period began approximately 358.9 million years ago and ended 298.9 million years ago. Its duration of approximately 60 million years makes it the longest period of the Paleozoic era and the second longest period of the Phanerozoic eon. What is the Carboniferous Period? The Carboniferous Period is a geologic time period and system from the Paleozoic era. It spans from the end of the Devonian period to the beginning of the Permian period. The name, Carboniferous, from the Latin, means coal-bearing. The Carboniferous period is named after the numerous rich coal deposits found in rocks of this age. These coal deposits are being explored until today. The Carboniferous period, paleogeography. At the Carboniferous period, as the Laurasian and Gondwana land masses came together, the supercontinent Pangaea was finally formed. This activity created a lot of mountain chains, such as the Appalachian Mountains, the Hercynian Mountains, and the Ural Mountains. Vast swampy forests, which gave rise to large deposits of peat. Over the eons, the peat transformed into rich coal stores in Western Europe and North America. The name, Carboniferous, refers to this coal. The Panthalassa Ocean and the Paleo-Tethys Sea were very present in the Carboniferous period. Some pieces of land were also covered with shallow seas. In the early Carboniferous, the Rheic Ocean was also present. A glaciation at the poles also occurred in the late Carboniferous period. Carboniferous period. The Golden Age of Sharks. The Carboniferous period, which began 359 million years ago, is known as the Golden Age of Sharks. An extinction event at the end of the Devonian period killed off at least 75% of all species on Earth, including many lineages of fish that once swam the oceans. The predators, armored fishes, like Dunkleosteus, for example, were also extinct. This allowed sharks to dominate, giving rise to an explosion of variety, shapes and forms. Other species, like lobe-finned fishes and sea scorpions for example, also evolved in the Carboniferous. Carboniferous period. Age of Amphibians. The period is sometimes also called the Age of Amphibians, during which amphibians became dominant land vertebrates and diversified into many forms, including lizard-like, snake-like, and crocodile-like creatures. Carboniferous period. First reptiles. Some experts believe that the first reptiles appeared at this period. Creatures like 1. Anthracosaur, 2. Ophiacodon, 3. Carbfor. The Anthracosaurus is an amphibian. They are the ancestors of reptiles. They lived in a habitat of swamps. They are aquatic animals who are also hunters for food. They had 2 rows of teeth. Their skull was 40 centimeters long, and their bodies 3 meters long. Alongside insects, amphibians radiated to form the ancestors of the reptiles, birds, and mammals that followed. These creatures made up the taxonomic clade of Synapsida, which also includes all mammals. The earliest of these animals was the Archaeothrus, a lizard-like creature that grew about 20 inches long and lived some 306 million years ago. During the Carboniferous period, the reptilian and the synapsid clades differentiated. Carboniferous period. Giant insects. The air was hot and humid during this period, and vast swampy rainforests covered the land, making it the perfect environment for these animals. They were able to diversify greatly, competing with amphibians that were forming their own distinct groups. Despite the strong presence of amphibians at this time, arthropods were able to colonize the land in many successful forms, from cat-sized scorpions to large proto-cockroaches. Why these giant insects grew so big? During this time, the rise of vast, lowland swamp forests led to atmospheric oxygen levels of around 30%, close to 50% higher than current levels. Experts believe that this factor can be involved in these insects' gigantism. Carboniferous period flora. The Carboniferous period's plant life was vast and abundant, particularly during the Pennsylvanian. It comprised ferns and fern-like trees, calamites, or enormous horsetails, club mosses, or lycopods, such as lepidodendron and sigillaria, seed ferns, and cordytes, or early conifers. Another famous characteristic of this period is the vast swampy forests. It generated large deposits of coal, and gave its name, Carboniferous. Carboniferous and Permian period Ice Age. A significant glaciation occurred about 300 million years ago, during the Paleocarboniferous period. The climate was very different on the landmasses of Gondwana, which extended throughout high southern latitudes towards the South Pole. There, the climate was cold, and in some places, it was glacial. It begins on late Carboniferous period, and continues over the Permian period. There is no need to say that it impacted in life species on Earth and water. The Carboniferous period is certainly an important piece in the puzzle of the evolution of life, contributing with several important evolutionary facts for researchers. If you are watching the video until now, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next video. Goodbye.